Welcome to Food Maker. We're proud to have you as part of our winning team. To be successful in our business, you need quality food, great customer service, and an attractive and clean dining environment. It also takes a positive attitude on the part of all of us to maintain the high standards set by our company. These standards can be summarized in 3 simple words: quality, service, and cleanliness. QSC. Quality, fresh and appealing food. Fast, friendly and helpful service. And sparkling clean and pleasant surroundings. Quality, service, and cleanliness are what keep our customers satisfied and keep them coming back again and again, often bringing friends. This leads to even more satisfied customers and more sales. It's up to you to maintain the QSC standards every minute you're on the job. You are the host, and the customers are your guests. The way you prepare the food, serve your guests, and maintain the restaurant's appearance determines the customer's impression of our restaurants. Maintaining the highest possible standards of quality, service, and cleanliness is a big responsibility. We realize that, so we'd like to give you some helpful tips that will make your job easier. Quality. Quality is what people expect when they go to any restaurant. Quality food, quality service, and a quality dining experience. When they come to our restaurants, they make no exception. Quality food starts with fresh ingredients. If something looks old or spoiled, don't use it. If you wouldn't eat it, certainly don't serve it to one of our guests. It's our job to maintain that consistent quality in all of our products and service. Quality also has to do with appearance. Every item on the menu should be prepared by the book in a consistent and appealing manner. When guests unwrap their food, it should look as appealing as it tastes. You are the key to the quality of our food. Take pride in your role as a food maker master chef. Service. Good service goes hand in hand with high quality. Our guests want fast, friendly, and efficient service, and our goal is to please our guests. To help meet that goal, here are a few proven service techniques. No matter what your job is, always greet guests immediately. They may not be ready to order, but at least they'll know that someone is ready to help and they won't feel ignored.
Hi, I haven't read the register yet, but someone will be right up to take your order.
No hurry, I'm still deciding, but thanks for your help.
Get to know our regular customers and treat them like special guests. They'll want to come back, not only because they like our food, but because they feel welcome.
Hi, Mrs. Thompson. Where are the twins?
They're not feeling very well today, so I thought I'd cheer them up by bringing them a surprise from their favorite restaurant.
Oh, well, tell them I said hi and to get better soon.
Thanks for asking about them.
Treat every guest as an individual. Be sensitive and try to anticipate their needs. Our job is to provide quality service, not just take orders. Put yourself in the customer's shoes and offer them service even before they ask for it.
Okay, that was a chicken supreme, a large French fry, and a large Coke.
Right.
You look rather thirsty. Would you like your drink now? The rest of your order will be up in a minute.
Hey, that's a great idea. Yes, please.
Good service also means making that extra effort, taking that extra step to please our guests. This not only helps keep our guests satisfied, but it creates favorable impressions that can mean repeat business.
Here's your order. That's 1 hamburger, 1 jumbo jack, 1 small French fry, an order of onion rings, and 2 small Cokes.
Thank you.
Looks like you could use a little bit of help. Why don't you find your seat and I'll bring this over to your table.
Thanks, I am kind of running out of hands.
As you can see, a lot of common sense, coupled with a little extra effort, creates the kind of service our guests deserve. Just treat every guest the way you would like to be treated.
Excuse me. Thanks for bringing my tray to the table. That was really nice of you.
Sure, no problem at all. Please come back again.
Thank you.
Cleanliness. Keeping our restaurants clean and spotless is essential to maintaining the image we want to project. Unclean is unhealthy. That's an image no restaurant can afford to have. It's essential that every inch of our restaurant be clean, both inside and out. Areas within the guest's view should sparkle at all times. It's the responsibility of every team member to keep the work areas clean. Also, cooking containers and utensils must be clean and sanitized before being used. By doing your part, you will help to set a good example for everyone else. To ensure our quality, service, and cleanliness standards are consistently met in all of our restaurants, QSC specialists make periodic inspections to let us know how we're doing. But the real QSC specialists are our customers. If we get a high score in their book, they reward us with repeat business and increased sales. Quality, service, and cleanliness. 3 simple words with a great deal of impact. QSC is the foundation for food makers' steady growth and is helping shape our future success. By doing your part to maintain our high QSC standards, part of that success can be yours. There's a lot to learn as new employees, and at first everything may seem a bit overwhelming. Our restaurants are divided into workstations including prep, grill, fryer, and customer service. Although the person at each station performs separate functions, everyone works together as a team to ensure a smooth and efficiently run operation. There's an orderly flow of product from back to front, from storage to the prep area, to the grill area where cooking and assembly takes place, and to the counter where the food is served to the customer. When someone in the system fails to do their part, the system breaks down and our customer service goals cannot be met. The result is unhappy customers and possible loss of business. Teamwork also involves being helpful and supportive of fellow employees. We all find ourselves under a lot of pressure sometimes, but a positive, patient, and friendly attitude goes a long way towards making everyone's job a lot easier. Every job in a restaurant is an important one. No matter what workstation you are assigned to, it is critical that you perform your job correctly as well as efficiently. You will be scheduled for training at an assigned workstation. First, your trainer will explain what is expected of you. Next, you'll have the opportunity to watch an experienced employee working the station. You will then study the proper workstation procedures in your Cook and Book training manual. In the last step of your training, your restaurant trainer will show you each workstation procedure and provide you with time to practice. We don't expect you to do everything perfect the first time, so if you have any questions or don't understand something, be sure to ask your trainer. The skills and knowledge you gain through training are the stepping stones to your future success and advancement. Your on-the-job performance will determine when you are ready to move ahead to another position. Your manager will evaluate you periodically to let you know how you're doing. Promotions and pay increases are based on how well you perform. If you exhibit the willingness and necessary skills, you could be selected to enter the Shift Leader training program. From there, you have the opportunity to advance to assistant manager training. Foodmaker likes to promote employees from within. Many of our managers started as production employees, just like you. Rules and regulations. They're part of our daily lives, from our home life.
Sure, you can stay out past midnight. If you want to be grounded for a month.
To our working environments. We also have some rules, policies, and guidelines. They've been created for our own benefit. By following them, we make the restaurant a safer and more pleasant place for ourselves and for our guests. Your trainer will go over some of these rules in more detail, explaining that failure to follow them can result in disciplinary action or even termination. Remember that rules serve an important purpose and are for everyone's benefit. At Foodmaker, we dress in attractive uniforms that are designed to enhance our restaurant's image. Dressing for success is one way to put your best foot forward in any business. As times change, so do our uniforms, to keep up to date with current fashion trends. The company will provide you with everything that a well-dressed employee needs, from jeans to shirt or blouse, to apron, name badge and hat or visor. Accessories such as protective aprons, goggles, and safety gloves must also be worn to protect you while performing certain cleaning tasks. You must provide your own shoes, keeping a few important guidelines in mind. They should be dark-colored, low-heeled with a non-slip sole, closed-toed, and above all, comfortable. High heels and platform shoes are out. So are open heels or fabric shoes. All are either unsafe to walk in or don't provide enough protection if you drop something on your feet. We can dress you up, but we can't make you look clean and healthy. That's your department. Remember, you're a representative of the restaurant and our company. How would you like to be served by a person who looked like this? To meet safety and health regulations, the company has certain appearance guidelines we all must follow. Your hair must be neat, clean, and well-groomed. It must never extend below the bottom of your collar. Sideburns must be kept short, at or above the bottom of the earlobe. Mustaches are acceptable, but must be neatly trimmed at the lip and above the corner of the mouth. And as far as beards go, they don't, not in our restaurants. Clean hands are a must in any restaurant to prevent germs from being transmitted. Always wash your hands thoroughly whenever you use the restroom or return from a break. Keep your hands away from your hair and face when working. Also, keep your nails trimmed and well manicured. Simple jewelry can be worn, but dangling necklaces, earrings, and bracelets can be hazardous, so save them for after work. Hey, you're looking pretty good. Now let's move on to some other rules that help us maintain a professional work environment around the restaurant. When you are working at the restaurant, you should be concentrating on your job, so no distractions. Eating, drinking, smoking, and gum chewing are not allowed in the kitchen or service areas. No personal phone calls unless it's an emergency. Visiting with friends and off-duty employees is not allowed when you're on the job. Idle conversation interferes with the restaurant business and is against the rules. Your manager carefully schedules employees so the right number will always be there to meet the needs of our guests. It's important that you work your scheduled hours, always be on time, and only take breaks when you're directed to do so. Following these simple rules makes everyone's job easier and enables us to provide better customer service. Sometimes schedule adjustments can't be avoided. If an emergency comes up at the last minute, be sure to notify your supervisor immediately so someone can be called in to take your place. And when you need time off for special occasions, let the manager know as soon as possible so that arrangements can be made. In order to get paid, you must punch in and out on the time clock. The time card must indicate the exact hours you worked. We also have some rules regarding your personal safety and security. Since you're our greatest asset, we don't want anything to happen to you. Here are some security guidelines that have been set up for your protection. At night, before leaving the restaurant, check the parking lot and surrounding areas for anyone who appears to be watching the restaurant. If you notice a suspicious person, remain inside and notify your supervisor. At all times, day and night, keep the back door locked. After dark, leave the restaurant by the front door. At closing time, always leave with another employee. Never leave alone. Follow these common sense rules, policies, and guidelines, and you'll have nothing but smooth sailing ahead.
When I was a new employee, I was shown the safety film that you are about to see. That was a long time ago, but what I learned from that film still means a lot to me in my job today. Watch it, and you'll see what I mean.
Coming soon to a Jack-in-the-Box store near you. Deadly Dangers, featuring an array of horrors so incredibly ordinary, you'll think it could happen to you. You'll thrill to the unknown terror of poor security and the deadly dangers that lurk just outside the back door.
We have to keep this door locked. It's our best hope of security.
But security alone isn't enough, for there are other deadly dangers already at work inside the store.
Careful, Ted. The floor's awful slippery.
Hey, I'm as sure-footed as John Travolta.
Well, I think flatter heels would be a lot safer around here.
Hey, it's style that counts, Tina.
Well, at least you better walk flat-footed till the floor dries.
You worry too much.
You'll cringe in horror at the workings of the insidious tomato slicer.
Here, Ted, you better use this safety top. This thing can really hurt your fingers.
Don't worry, Tina. My way's easier. Quicker, too.
But the deadly dangers have only just begun, and they lurk in the most unexpected places.
Ted, wait! You may not know it, but you're flirting with a deadly danger. But me? Let me show you how to lift this without injuring your back. For safety's sake, use the strength of your legs, not your back. Safety's for suckers. There's nothing wrong with my back. There's something wrong with my back.
And there's even more. You'll watch, breathless with fear, as the inattentive young Casanova flirts with 375-degree terror.
Hey, Tina, did I ever tell you about the time I jumped my motorcycle over the Caspian Sea?
You better watch yourself, Ted. Those fryers are no place to fool around.
And just when you think you've seen it all, the bubbling fryer threatens to bring down the house forever.
Oh, no! Someone help! Fire!
Call the fire department, Tina.
Right!
Hey, where's the fire? Don't you know water only spread a grease fire? Ted, pull the O-ring for the fryer.
If you have a weak heart or dainty stomach, there are only 3 ways to cope with deadly dangers. Be aware, be alert, and always be prepared. Maybe you can escape the gut-wrenching grip of deadly dangers. But remember, they're coming to a Jack-in-the-Box store near you.
The safety of our employees and guests is of primary concern to the management of our company. That's why we just showed you the Deadly Dangers film. Even though the film is an older one, it still effectively illustrates some very important points. The more information you have about safety, the more accidents can be prevented, and the better prepared you will be when something does happen. It's much easier to learn the procedures and guidelines now than to try and learn them when an accident occurs.
As part of your training, review the emergency procedures contained in the cooking book. You should refer back to them from time to time to keep them fresh in your mind. To ensure everyone's safety, and when handling an emergency, be sure to stay calm, use common sense, and follow proper procedures. We've set high standards for quality, service, and cleanliness. Standards designed to please our guests and meet our goals. We've learned the rules, from proper appearance to professional work habits and personal safety. We now have the knowledge to be the best. The rest is up to you. Welcome! Welcome to our winning team.